Hello everybody, it's Brian for GadgetUnit.com, and this video marks the first of potentially many to come, where I go ahead and take a look at some older video games and give you some gameplay and commentary about the game itself. So, for the first video, I'll be starting with Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 for the PS1. This is being run in a Windows PS1 emulator. It's called EPSXE. It seems to be the most reliable emulator out there for the original PlayStation. So, we're just going through the opening Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 videos right now. So here's the classic Rage Against the Machine video that everybody remembers. So it just shows some of the skateboarders going on the half pipes, doing some tricks here and there. We're going to go ahead and skip this because I want to get to the actual game itself. Now, I do have lots of games planned in a list, like Destruction Derby 2, the original Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, Cool Borders 3, just various games that I played when I actually owned a PlayStation 1 back in the day. And I plan on taking a look at Crazy Taxi for the Dreamcast, a number of older PC games such as FlatOut, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, although those games aren't really too old, but by today's standards, anything more than a couple of years is pretty much considered old. So let me go into the options real quick. I think I have all of the cheats turned on. Okay, so perfect balance on, always special is on, which I think is what you need to do if you want to enjoy the game. So I'm going to go to single session. For the character, if it would hurry up and load. That's one of the issues with the PS1, of course, is that it took quite a while to load the different menus and things. When I played this game on the console, I usually picked Bob Burnquist, so I guess I'll go ahead and do that now as well. Now the hard part is picking the place you want to skate at. So the Hangar, this is the first level that everybody plays when you first start the game. Next up is the school in Southern California. I think this might be my favorite level to play on. The skateboard competition in France was a pretty good level. I never cared for New York. Venice Beach was fun as well. Skate Street Ventura, that's another one of the competition levels. Here we have Philadelphia. Never cared for that one as well. The Bullring in Mexico is another competition, which is pretty fun. I never played the Chopper Drop too much. Skate Heaven, I don't remember this one very well at all. But let's go ahead and start out with the first one, the Hangar. I'm not going to go through every level because that would just take too long and it's not really needed, but yeah, this is the first video, so you guys can feel free to provide feedback and whatnot. It's actually the third video I've uploaded in one day, so here we are at the Hangar. I'm using a Logitech Cordless Rumble Pad 2 to go ahead and record this video, or excuse me, play the game. For the video itself, I'm just using Fraps as always to go ahead and record the game itself. Then I'm using Audacity to record my microphone's audio. I didn't tell Fraps to record my microphone because they would have been at different audio levels, and Fraps doesn't record audio to multiple tracks within the thing itself. For whatever reason, it is sluggish right now. There it goes, it just picked itself up. Thanks to the always perfect alignment, or whatever it was called in the cheat menu for when you're doing a wheelie and when you are grinding on a rail, I've had a pretty crazy combo right now. As you can see, I've done over 23 and a half tricks. Not too sure how you can do half a trick, but there you go. I've already racked up over 300,000 points. But yeah, one of the things I like to do when I play this game is to just try and make as many combos as possible, and thanks to those cheats you could pretty much go on for the entire time. And even once the timer ends, you could go ahead and do a wheelie, and that will go ahead and it'll keep going past the time. Not sure why it keeps slowing down right there, but oh well, it works fine for most of the map. So there's 30 seconds left in this run. Yeah, this was a really great game back in the day, and it still pretty much is, so. Skateboarding games haven't really come along too far since games like these. There's only so much you could really do for skateboarding games, but this was one of the better ones. For the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater series, I think I played the first, second, and third games. After the third one, I just sort of lost interest in it, and compared to the three, I think that the second one was the best. It basically introduced a lot of new features into the game that wasn't found in the first one, such as your hand plants like that. You now have wheelies, so you could go from one trick to another without having to stop or do anything else. So you can see that the timer is finished, yet I am still going thanks to these wheelies. And there you go. So I've racked up a little over 468,000 points, which is pretty crazy. And I guess I played this a long time ago, so I suppose I racked up 870,000 points in the past. Don't remember when that was, but let's go back to level select and pick another one. I might do one or a few more, so kind of liking this. So I'm going to go to the school. I remember this one quite a bit, the most, I believe. And yeah, this game also had a really good soundtrack from artists like Rage Against the Machine. Forgot some of the other ones, actually. I should remember because I have some of these on my iPhone in my iPod library. I really wish this game would stop slowing down like that because makes it so you can't really play it, but here we keep going, way up in the air, gonna do another wheelie thing here. Once you enable the cheats for this game, you could really do a lot more with your tricks and points and scores and whatnot. The issue though is that once you add too many of the same tricks, then you can't earn as many points for those. So one of the things about this level in particular is that you have these various school bells hidden around the walls around the school, and you have to do a wall ride to go ahead and knock them out, and that'll give you the objective. I don't remember if this game had tapes that you had to collect, but I know that the first Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, there's different tapes located around the level and you had to go and collect them. Now let me go all the way back to the top and do something I used to do every time I started the level. Dang, gravity is really low, but it's all good. So one of the things I used to do is jump off of here and hopefully land on the picnic tables here and sort of do a grind over to the next one, but the gravity is too low, so I wasn't able to do that. One unique thing about this map is that there are people riding around on golf carts. There's one right there. Sometimes you would go ahead and get run over by one of them, so you had to be a little careful. Here is the gym. Now, if I remember correctly, the gym isn't typically open like this. Like the front door, they were completely open, and usually you had to go grind on something to actually get them to open, but for whatever reason, it was already open. So here we are. Time's almost up. I think I'll do one more after this. Just see how far I could go until it, oops, that was a pretty big fail, so. Here we go. Let's choose one more level. I think I'll do one of the skateboard competition maps, so I'll probably go ahead and do Skate Street Ventura. Of the various competition maps, I liked this one the best. It's just the most open. There's a bunch of different ramps and things to sort of transfer to and whatnot, so I liked this one more than the other ones. So you would always come down that main ramp, and this frame rate is weird. There we go. Yeah, you could hear Rage Against the Machine in the background going really slow. Pretty annoying. I'm pretty sure there's a graphics setting within the emulator itself that I can mess with to get that sorted out, but oh well, I'm already in the game now, so no point in stopping it. Although it is really annoying right now, so we'll have to see. There we go. It even slows down the timer as well, so seems like it happens when I jump in the air, but when I come back down it seems to maybe not. Oh well. Emulators can't be perfect, although while they are pretty good, you just can't expect 100% compatibility from them, but like I said, it does handle it fairly well. I used to play this quite often in the emulator, but Yeah, there's got to just be a graphics setting somewhere within the emulator itself that I can mess with, but I'm sure one of you guys will point that out for me, but oh well. The game still works fairly well. That trick didn't work out very well though, but let's go ahead and do a wall ride on this wall. There's an invisible wall there to keep you from going out of the boundary. Couldn't get straightened back up. There's about 40 seconds left in the run. This will be the last run that I'll do. I'm going to go ahead and edit this video quickly to get this uploaded so you guys can start sending me your feedback and possibly some game requests. Although, I don't really want to play games that I haven't played in the past, so I think I'll just stick with what I have. So some of the other games that I have are Cool Borders 3, Mort The Chicken, Crash Team Racing, Crash Bandicoot Warped, the first 2 Destruction Derbies. A couple of other games. I'll probably put a list of the games in the description below for this video. 3 seconds left. I'm going to try and do a wheelie to see how long I could go until I screw up. So we are out of time, but we are still doing combos and moving on. Just did a special. Don't know how I did that. Completely messed that up, but that concludes the first gameplay video of older game titles that I plan on taking a look at. So this was Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 for the PlayStation 1. I think the next game will be probably Destruction Derby or Cool Borders 3, so stay on the lookout for that. I'll probably upload these 2 to 3 times per week, just depending on if I feel like doing them or not. So go ahead and leave your feedback about this particular video down below in the comments area. But that's it with this video. So thanks a lot for watching, and I'll talk to you all very soon.